The back-to-back Masters champion just made an entrance that has the entire sports world talking. While the rest of the golf world was grinding away on the range, preparing for the final major of the season, Rory McIlroy was in London, turning heads at the All England Club. Dressed in his iconic green Masters jacket, surrounded by his victorious Ryder Cup teammates, and seated in the royal box on center court, he looked more like royalty than a golfer. But this wasn't just a fashion statement. It was a power move. Rory McIlroy made his own grand entrance to Wimbledon as he arrived at the All England Club wearing his Masters green jacket. The Northern Irishman and his wife Erica Stoll were guests in the royal box on Wednesday, and he sported the iconic jacket, which he retained 2 months ago by becoming only the 4th man to win back-to-back Masters titles. The green jacket is not just any piece of clothing. It is the most revered garment in all of sports, and McIlroy knows exactly how to wear it. He understands the strict rules that come with the jacket, explaining on the overlaps stick to football, so you got to bring it back. The only person that's allowed to bring the green jacket off the premises is the champion for a year. He added, there's do's and don'ts with it. You have to wear a certain shirt, a club tie, and certain trousers. Only dress shoes. You can't wear trainers. McIlroy has been making the most of owning the jacket, taking it with him around the world. And it appears that he's going to be doing the exact same this year, as he was spotted wearing it as he arrived at Wimbledon's royal box on center court. The jacket was perfectly complemented by a green tie and a crisp white shirt. In what has already been a week of high fashion, with the sensational kimono outfit of Naomi Osaka and the Hugo Boss suit worn by Taylor Fritz, McIlroy was not to be outdone. The Irishman has undergone a remarkable style evolution. Style expert Lisa Talbot told Female, Rory McIlroy's style evolution is quite striking. He's gone from a slightly awkward, functional dresser early in his career. Think loose polo shirts and baggy trousers to someone who clearly understands fit, proportion, and personal polish. Today, he's wearing more tailored pieces, sleeker silhouettes, and choosing fabrics and colors that enhance his features. It's a strong glow-up. McIlroy wasn't alone in the royal box. He was joined by a large part of the European Ryder Cup team. Teammates Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Rose, Edoardo Molinari, and Francesco Molinari were all present. Captain Luke Donald and Vice-Captain Thomas Bjorn were also on hand to watch defending champion Jannik Sinner's second-round match against Nuno Borges. The presence of the entire Ryder Cup squad at Wimbledon sent a powerful message. Europe beat the United States 15-13 last year in the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black. The team is still celebrating their victory, and the bonds that were forged in that competition remain strong. Justin Rose, the man whom McIlroy beat in a playoff to end his long wait to complete his career Grand Slam in 2025, was also invited and would have to sit and watch his friend wear the jacket he could so nearly have won himself. It was a reminder of how quickly things can change in professional golf. Rose was the runner-up at the 2025 Masters, losing by 1 stroke to McIlroy after the Irishman's historic victory. McIlroy is a huge tennis fan and regularly attends the U.S. Open and is great friends with 2-time Wimbledon champion Carlos Alcaraz, with the two regularly supporting each other at tournaments. Alcaraz celebrated his victory in the first round of the U.S. Open last year with a golf swing celebration in honor of McIlroy. Andy Roddick drew parallels between Carlos Alcaraz and Rory McIlroy after the duo saw astounding success in their respective fields, saying they are so aesthetically pleasing with the way that they play. McIlroy won his second straight Masters in April at Augusta National. He held his nerve following a late charge from Cameron Young, Justin Rose, and Scottie Scheffler to once again take home the iconic green jacket. By doing so, he became one of only 4 players ever to complete the impressive feat of back-to-back Masters titles, the last of which was Tiger Woods. The victory was especially meaningful after the turmoil of 2024, when McIlroy filed for divorce from Erica before reconciling. Erica had been by his side when he created history at Augusta National, and the couple's bond remains stronger than ever. In his post-victory speech, McIlroy declared, "This is the hard part. I want to say a few thank yous to the people on my left. First and foremost, my wife and daughter, Erica and Poppy. They have to put up with me at home, and trust me, sometimes that's a tough thing to do. But they have been my biggest supporters." McIlroy's ability to wear the green jacket at Wimbledon is a privilege reserved for the reigning Masters champion. Once his reign ends next year, he'll have to return the jacket to Augusta National. But for now, he is making the most of it, taking it with him around the world and showcasing it at the most prestigious events. When Fried Egg Golf asked him what continues to motivate him, he replied, "I had a chance to have dinner with Roger Federer a few weeks ago, and he framed the question a little differently to me, and just made me think about it a little bit differently. And I was asking him when he got to a point in his career when he achieved everything he really wanted to, what was the motivation to keep going? And his answer was great, and it had to do with Pete Sampras. When he got to 15, which was past Pete's 14, he's like, well, 20 didn't seem that far away. It's the same thing for me. Are there a certain number of majors I'd like to win? Yes. Am I going to put that number out into the world? Probably not, because I don't need my goal to become other people's goal, a little bit like what the Masters really became for me over these last 10 years. The reaction from fans was immediate and overwhelming. Social media exploded with messages celebrating McIlroy's style. For the countless golf fans who have followed his journey from the curly-haired kid with the big smile to the polished champion, the transformation has been remarkable. He's the most stylish golfer on the planet, one fan posted. The green jacket at Wimbledon is a power move. Another wrote, Rory McIlroy is living his best life. Masters champion, Ryder Cup winner, and now looking like $1 million at Wimbledon. The fans at the All England Club were equally enthusiastic. They cheered as McIlroy entered the royal box. They snapped photos as he chatted with fellow dignitaries. And they soaked in the presence of one of the most famous athletes on the planet. McIlroy and his wife Erica posed for the crowd and even exchanged a few smooches as they soaked up the special day. The couple looked incredibly happy together. And after everything they've been through, the divorce filing, the reconciliation, and now back-to-back Masters victories, they deserve every moment of happiness. Erica looked stylish in a white maxi dress from Alaya, carried a Lady Dior handbag from Dior, and wore gold sandals. The couple was clearly enjoying a rare break from the relentless grind of professional golf. McIlroy's trip to Wimbledon is part of a carefully planned build-up to the most important stretch of the season. He is most likely camped out in his home across the pond for the next few weeks, as his next stop on the PGA Tour is the Genesis Scottish Open in North Berwick, Scotland, followed by the Open Championship at Royal Birkdale in Southport, England in 2 weeks. The two-time major winner has been making scouting trips for the final major of the season since last month and is eyeing his first Open Championship win since 2014. He's been making scouting trips for the final major of the season since last month. McIlroy's form has been building beautifully. He won his second straight Masters in April, joining Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo, and Tiger Woods as the only players to defend their Masters title. He's in the box seat to chase history at Royal Birkdale. A win at the Open would give him his 6th major championship and further cement his legacy as one of the greatest players of his generation. He's been in this position before, of course. In 2014, he won the Open at Royal Liverpool, then followed it up with the PGA Championship at Valhalla. He knows what it takes to win majors. He knows the pressure, and he's ready. Rory McIlroy's appearance at Wimbledon was more than just a fashion statement. It was a declaration. He is the reigning Masters champion. He is a back-to-back major winner. He is the leader of the European Ryder Cup team. And he's not done yet. The green jacket isn't just a piece of clothing. It's a symbol of everything McIlroy has achieved. It's the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination. It's a reminder that he is one of the greatest golfers of his generation. And it's also a message to the rest of the golf world. McIlroy is the man to beat. He's the world number one. He's the defending Masters champion. He's the Ryder Cup winner. And he's not going anywhere. As the tennis world watched McIlroy in the royal box, the golf world was taking notice. The final major of the season is just weeks away, and the man in the green jacket is ready.